Hi Gemini, you're watching your April monthly reading and I'm Trace from EarthStar. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. Now, I'm holding up this world card because this is your year card. If you are returning, you'll understand what this means. If you're here for the first time, please pop over to my playlist and watch January. Even if you just watch the first couple of minutes, you'll understand what this means. So the world card is your card of the year for you, Gemini. And this is your energy for every single month that I'm carrying through so that you can see how you're progressing. And every month I use a different deck so you can understand what this tarot card means. And this month I'm using the Tarot of the Abyss. And you've got the world card in an hourglass, and you've got a little baby in a little fetus position here, and you've got a lady looking, or a person looking through an eye at the top of there. Now the world card in tarot is usually at the end of a cycle. It is the last of the major arcana, which means that you on your journey, you've completed something, you've worked damn hard for something, you've got to a stage where you can't go anymore, you've learned all the lessons and you need to start the next one. So it could be a cycle, it could be as it represents now the year. So this year for you, Gemini, you're working on something so hard that will come to an end that you can pat yourself on the back for and say, you know what, I'm actually so pleased it happened. I'm starting my next chapter. And you can see there with the little fetus there, that is your next chapter that's going to start. And you know that the affinity sign is also the snake is here, as the Mbora is saying that life carries on. You've got seasons, you've got cycles that start and finish every day of your life, every year of your life, every month of your life. So let's put your card over there for now and let us draw your theme of the month card, which is, I'm using the Earth Magic. This is the deck here, and I'm going to draw you a card for your a theme of the month from this oracle deck. I can see one facing up here. I'm just going to, it's one of my angel cards, one of my fairy cards. Let's put that there. On the previous reading, I didn't close it up properly. So let's have a look for you, Gemini. What is your theme for the month of April? What is the theme for Gemini for the month of April? Gemini's theme for the month of April. I'm going to take that one. Let us see what your theme is. And you've got nurturing. Oh, you've got exactly the same card as Taurus. So for you, Gemini, this card says Gaia and nurturing. Now this lady is coming in here with Mother Nature, is coming in with every single animal, flower, all attached to her. And she is blowing her energy into earth, and she is making a difference and making the grass grow and making life. So that is your theme for this month, Gemini. And then I'm going to be using my Real Talk Tarot just to come through to see what messages come through for you. I saw one there. Let's turn that over and turn this one over, and then I'm going to do 3 cards here, and let's see how it relates to your theme of the month. And the first card will be how you are meeting this month, how you're coming into the month and how you're feeling right now. The second card is will there be any obstacles for you, and should you be avoiding anything, if any. Sometimes it doesn't mean anything. And then your third card is the outcome and message from Spirit. What should you embrace? What kind of guidance has Spirit given you? What energy can you create and change, or what action should you take going forward? So that's your third card. Right, so I'm going to do the cutting of the deck there. So how are you coming into this month? Oh, you're coming into this month feisty. Okay, so for this month, I can see for you that resting is going to be some kind of an issue for you because you're coming into the month hitting the ground running. You're coming into the month, as your world card is saying to you, there is things to be done. There are cycles to get to, the plans that you need to get to, Gemini, and you're coming in the month as a busy person. Things are happening for you. Perhaps you're traveling, as this card indicates, but the Chariot card does say that you're focused on what you need to be doing. You are getting ahead of yourself, and you are just getting things done. So if that is not happening for you, it is going to happen, because in the month of April, the way that the cosmic energies are is that we are in some kind of a bridging period, like we're in between doing something and starting something new, which is very similar to what your energy is for the whole year. So you are coming in, hitting the ground running, but remember that if you're not facing the things that you get faced with every single month, you will be forced to face it again. because of your card in the middle here, and your card in the middle is the Four of Swords. Now, this is what it's saying, that you perhaps might have an obstacle. And for me, the Four of Swords obstacles is that you need to know when it's time to rest. The Four of Swords is ridiculously resting. That's what I get out of it. You need to ridiculously rest. And if you're hitting the ground running, if you're so focused, you're so hell-bent on getting to where you want to go, rest is not in your vocabulary. So Gemini, be very, very sure that you do take some rest this month. It's really, really something that you need to do because of the energies of this month. Towards the end of the month, yes, it's all sunshine and roses again, but the way that we are in retrogrades at the moment, it's forcing us to slow down and to just look at things that are repeating from the past. And if you're hell-bent on going straight ahead, you're not going to notice those, and they will just keep coming back and reflecting back to you. So the frequency that you should be in at some stage of this month of April is to slow down and take a break. That is what you've been asked to do here. And remember that avoiding this, you'll be forced to. And when I say that, it's because you are a human being. You're not a machine. You have a body that needs to rest. You have a mind that needs to rest. And you have a spirit that needs to rest. And in that space of rest comes the Sun card. And you know what happens with that? When you put a car in the garage for the night because it's been overheating all day, or you've been baking cakes and you've got a mixer that's going all day, or any kind of machinery or any kind of mechanism needs to rest just as much as cell phones need to rest, televisions need to rest, so does your human body. And this is what Spirit is giving you here. When you do that, when you take that time out, when you listen to your body, you listen to Spirit, and you listen to the people around you, and perhaps even your own frequency, nourishing yourself differently. This nurturing here is very much in line with that, is that you understand when you need to nurture yourself, and understand when you know that that is the petrol for you to go forward. And that is when you have this end card here, which is your outcome of the month. And what Spirit is saying to you is you can be replenished, and the Sun card is the most successful card in the deck. It's the card of joy, it's the card of replenishment, it's the card of happiness, it's the card of getting back to your joyous, childish personality that maybe you haven't got to for a long time. When I say childish, I mean like childhood fun. And this is what this card is saying, is block your nose, jump into a pool and have a bit of fun. So please, Gemini, you've been given a little guidance here from Spirit to say, please, you need to just find time for that. Because when you raise your frequency and you work in that consciousness, you don't have any excuses of being tired, okay? So, sleeping replenishes your body. You can be busy during the day, but make sure that you have a good night's sleep. Give yourself the time to have the break and to nourish yourself with good food and good routines, bit of exercise if you have to. And that's what is coming through for you. And towards the end of the month, the energies are back up to bright, sunny, bright. What is the word I want to use? It's the energies towards the end of the month start to lift a little bit, because at the moment we are quite heavy with the cosmic energies. It's the retrogrades are maybe a little bit difficult to be forward and actiony. So I'm drawing here for you a little fairy card. And I'm bringing it in because you need a bit of fairy guidance. And it says, awaken your true self. Now that is a nice card to bring in here for you, because you're not in your true self if you're just go, go, go. There's no time for playing. There's no time for rest. And your true self has to have that time for that. So, and if you look at this card, it's got a little fairy, and she's flying her energy over flowers, there's a beautiful shell there, and there's a bit of fragrances here, and that nurturing that you can do yourself. Give yourself time to perhaps buy yourself some flowers, maybe go and spoil yourself with a bit of perfume, or just take time out in the garden, or by the beach, or just listen to what Spirit is saying to you here, is that you need to nurture yourself, because you cannot keep going on that same trajectory all the time. Your body needs to rest. It's coming through more than once for you. And you know, you will not be left behind. That's one thing this your world card is saying to you this year, is that you won't be left behind. I think what's coming up for me is this feeling that you might feel like, oh, if I don't get things done, I'm going to be left behind. And Gemini, it's not going to happen for you. You know, if you replenish yourself and nurture yourself and give yourself a bit of time out, you will give yourself that petrol, that's gas to go forward a little bit more. And that's where the deep healing takes place. Is when you feel like you're going to be left behind and you take some time out, that is when the healing takes place here. So the next card I'm going to draw for you is just a little abundant card. Let's see what's coming through for you, Gemini, and with your energy that is presenting for us here. Let's take that one. All right, when you've got nodality, let your authentic humanity shine forth. While also bowing to the inner divine, you can become fluent to doing both. So that is also giving you a little bit of a scolding here. You don't have to be in one. Oh my gosh, I didn't even pronounce that correctly. Non-duality. Nodality. What the hell am I saying? Non-duality. So again, authentic self, awaken to your true self. And there's a bit of a pattern coming here for you, Gemini, that your authentic humanity shine forth. So while this inner divine is trying to come out of you, trying to balance with you, it's saying to you, your spirit is saying to you that this nurturing has to take place. So non-duality, you can't be two things at once. And that little message that came through just now, thinking that you're going to be left behind, that's not going to happen. So don't stress about that. That is not going to happen, honestly. Now I've got a self-care card for you because I think you need some self-care. I think you need some advice from spirit about self-care. So let's see what's coming through for you, that how you can break some patterns that are maybe showing up for you, how you can nourish yourself a bit more because you've been told to nurture yourself, how you can raise your frequency, how you can get into a consciousness that allows you to not be on this absolute swing the whole time. I saw one over there that was spying me out, and I'm going to take that one. Okay, self-care isn't selfish. That's what these cards say. Stay in your own lane. You don't need to be everything to everyone. You know where you're going and what you are going to get your reserves. Think like an Olympian swimmer. Do what you need to do and stay in your lane. So this has come up for you again. This authentic self. This you can be fluent by doing. You can become fluid by doing both. In other words, when you take this nurturing and you nurture yourself as well as having goals, when you're doing both, you are absolutely authentic to who you are. So stay in your lane. You don't have to. I was just thinking now, there was a very big message that came through with the stay in your lane. God, let me just group myself. There is something that is coming through for you that perhaps is pressure. What came through for you just now, this Chariot card and this of being authentic self. There might be pressure on for you, Gemini, that's saying you need to be something that you are not, that you need to maybe work on a project that you're not. This World card, remember, the success that comes to you is because of what you are putting in. It's not for anybody else. And this, let your authentic humanity shine forth and stay in your lane. There's a big message coming through here for you. Is there something for you? Perhaps there's something for you that you're facing in April, or you have been facing coming up to April, that you're perhaps doing, you're living for somebody else, that you are living on their lane. You're not being authentic to who you are. It's coming up a lot for you here, Gemini. This might not be for everybody. This might just be for specific people. But the stay in your lane is asking you to not be concerned by what everybody else wants you to do, or concerned about what needs to be done. It's what is on your goal list, what is on your short-term and long-term list. That is really quite a prominent message for you. And this non-duality is also that little spark in there, because you might be walking on a path that somebody else is making you walk on. So that is quite a message, and that's why the rest card is coming up for you, and you feel like you're on this path that maybe not yours. So Gemini, get back to your world card. Get back to what you need to be doing for you this year. And I think this is the month to be doing it. And that same, what's come through for you is the authentic raising your frequency to your consciousness with your intentions, with the direction that you need to be going to, because that energy is what you need to be observing right now. And, you know, if maybe wounds are coming up for you in this where if you don't do it, you might not be liked, or if you don't do it, you might not be accepted. If that is coming up for you, if those wounds are coming up for you from the past, it is time to close that and to promise yourself that your future is yours. And this is how you attract what you align with, by staying in your lane, by making sure that you go back to your goals. Gosh, Gemini, that is quite a message. Awakening your true self, staying in your lane. The last little card I'm going to pull here is a, just going to quickly put them all in order, is a little crystal card that will give you a nice little message for the month, as well as, if you can find this crystal, keep it with you, or just keep the energy of the crystal with you for the month. Okay, Gemini, let's pull you some cards. All right, Gemini, what is your crystal advice for this month? All right, you've got a lovely green crystal there. I don't know what that is. Let's turn it over and see. And you've got pre-nights. Trust. I trust myself in the divine flow of the universe. So therefore, now this is not quite a common stone. I haven't got this, and I've got many stones. So this is a energy that you can take in if you haven't got this stone. But there, what? Just take that down if you need to, and then there's a picture of it. And you need to trust yourself, because that is where you're going to find your flow. Because this energy that you come in this month, and you could be scattered and not settled, you need to find your flow this month. 100% you need to find your flow. And in that, I thought to myself, I needed to find the Four of Cups. Needed to go to the bottom of the deck, and your Four of Cups is saying to you here, look at you, look at this. You've got all these offerings that are coming in for you. And usually this means that you need to take this offers. But for me, this is saying to you, the energy of your month is stay in your lane, stay attached to yourself. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do this month, Gemini. It is very clear. And that is how you will build and control your success and get into what you need to be doing. Right, let's see if anything else is coming up for you. Anything else here other than stay in your lane? This is quite a big message, this stay in your lane. Quite a big message. All right, anything else? Please nurture yourself. Yeah, nurture yourself here. Let's look at this card very closely. Blow the winds into your green grass. Make your grass grow, Gemini. Okay, that's all I'm getting for you. I hope that helps you, and I hope you have an amazing April. Chat to you soon.